iPhones in South Africa are generally overpriced, and I don't think that will stop anytime soon. There are a lot of contributing factors to the higher pricing, and in this video I will try to explain them to you and give some suggestions on how to get your iPhones cheaper. So continue watching. First of all, you need to understand this. In South Africa, we have iStore, which is an iPhone reseller shop. That means they rely on shipping Apple products from other countries. They rely on buying iPhones from other countries and ship them to our country. That's why it's called iStore. It's a reseller shop. In contrast to countries like US, China, or India, which are retailer shops, they have Apple stores. Apple Store is a retailer shop, not a reseller shop. So that means they are not importing iPhones. They have direct access to the factories, or they have factories within their countries, which makes their prices to be even more affordable compared to South African prices. In South Africa, there are no factories for iPhones. There are no factories for Apple products. They rely on shipping them from other countries. That's why the iPhones are costly. Now, let's get more into detail or explain this in a nutshell or in an easily understandable manner. In South Africa, they buy their iPhones overseas and import them to our country. In that process, they are charged the delivery fee in order to get their iPhones to South Africa, and they are also charged for duties and taxes. And remember, they are also operating a business, and the aim of a business is to make profit. That means on top of all the costs that they had while getting that iPhone overseas to South Africa, they're gonna add all that money to make profit. I'm sure a lot of you are probably confused, but what is this Morena speaking about? Let me make a practical example. I am a South African business, iStore, and I buy an iPhone 11 in the US. This iPhone 11 costs 5,000 rands. I buy it in US. Obviously, that iPhone won't fly to South Africa, so I'll have to pay the delivery myself. So I buy the iPhone 11 for 5,000 rands, and I pay 500 rands for delivery. And when that iPhone gets to South Africa, tax will recognize that, okay, this Morena thinks is smarter than all of us in South Africa. In South Africa, we have iStore, which is a reseller shop, but Yena, he decides to buy overseas. Let's charge him for being smart. Ati usars, okay, now pay 1,000 rand for duties and taxes. Now you paid 5,000 for iPhone 11, you paid 500 for delivery fee, you also paid 1,000 for duties and tax. In total, that is 6,500. I'm also operating a business, so I'll have to add some money on top of that 6,500 I paid to get the iPhone to South Africa. So now I'll add maybe 1.5 to make the price 8,000. And I come to South Africa as iStore and sell that iPhone 11 with 8,000. An iPhone I bought with 5,000 and shipped it to South Africa. So I will sell the iPhone 11 to you with 8,000. So now, if you are attentive or very good in listening, you already know that the best way to buy the iPhone cheaper is to buy your iPhone overseas and ship it to South Africa yourself. Do exactly what iStore is doing, but the only thing that you are being careful of is you don't want to be charged, or you don't want to pay that money of profit. So you buy it yourself overseas and ship it to South Africa. And in my next video, I will explain to you in detail on how you can do so. I know 2 places, not in China. I don't buy in China. I don't trust Chinese. I'm joking, because a lot of factories are in China. So, but I don't buy them in China, I buy them in US. Just recently, or I've already bought about 2 iPhones so far. Around March, I bought iPhone 12 mini and shipped it to South Africa myself, and I saved a lot of money. I think 3 weeks ago, I bought iPhone 13 Pro, which is the iPhone I'm using to shoot this video. I bought it overseas again and shipped it myself to South Africa, and it costed me 11,000 to buy iPhone 13 Pro, an iPhone that is around 17.5 in South Africa. So you could imagine the money I managed to save just for buying iPhone overseas and shipping it myself. And the process is very simple, and in my next video I'll be explaining more about the actual process of shipping the iPhone. So please stay tuned and subscribe for more content. Dango.